We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin. And today, faithful acolytes, we take a look at this. And what this is, all the way from Germany, it is Lowensenf extra hot mustard. Or is it Lowensenf? 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 Whatever. All right, so we got, this looks like a Dijon to me. And let's take a look at the ingredients real quick. And then we'll get into a very, very brief story about this. All right, we have mustard seed, distilled vinegar, water, and salt. Very bare bones. The mustard seed, vinegar, water, salt. Vinegar, water, salt are generally staples with any of those. This looks, like I said, a little bit Dijonish to me. But, so my brother has been maybe embracing his heritage a little bit. I don't know. He's been trying to get into some authentic Germanish food. And we were talking about it the other day, and it occurred to me that I had not done a actual German hot mustard. Now, I've done brats a number of times for other mustards, but never a German mustard, and of course brats are a German food. So I have done French, done the Mai. I believe it was a hot honey mustard. You can check out the video for that in the mustards playlist. Upcoming, I know there is also an English, a fairly famous English hot mustard, which we will be getting to this year, 2023, in the coming weeks ahead. But I had not ever done a German one. So this was, I think, one of the more well-known hot German mustards out there, this Lowensenf. And I think senf is a word for strong or spicy or something like that. Lowen, I don't know what Lowen means. I know Lowenbrau it's a beer. I don't know what the Lowen part of that is. Brau is brew or beer, but anyway. So since 1920, let's crack this open and have a look here, and fill to the brim. Oh. So there's no horseradish in here, but we get the sort of nasally horseradish thing. That is a chemical compound called allyl isothiocyanate. So no capsaicin, but a different mechanism which has some similar effects, sort of like zingerone with ginger can, and the bioperine of black peppers or the other small peppercorns can as well. So, all right, let's get some of this in a spoon. I'm not a big fan of horseradish, so I don't know how much I'm going to enjoy this, but we'll see. All right, well, there we go. We got a nice good look here. It's sort of pale, almost a light brownish. It's not very yellowy. Definitely more along lines of, I mean, it's got sort of a yellowish hue to it, I guess. But I would say it's more of like a sort of the champagne, light, very, very light brownish sort of color. So, all right, let's get on into this and see just what we have to see. Wait. All right. Okay. Oh, definitely not something you want to have by itself. Definitely more of a mustard taste than a horseradish. Good. It's I mean, it's not hot or anything. It's very bracing when you first have it. It does strike me as more of a Dijon type, though. I would say is kind of where I would classify this. All right, so let's put that over there for a second so I can get this, which is my pyramid of brats, fresh off the grill. I'm not going to try to eat all 10 of these, but this is from Denmark Foods out of Arizona. These were, look at how big these things are. They're not small brats. These things were 10 for $10. And I thought, I've never had this brand before, but I thought if these are any good at all, this is borderline the deal of the century. So, we're going to be trying those out today. We're going to try this a couple different ways. The first way is with just the mustard. You guys go sit over there. My neat, my fancy, because I'm fancy, my fancy brat tower. All right. Is there a touch? Touch light on flavor, touch light on seasoning, which is going to make them a great vehicle for our Lowensenf. All right, German mustard on a brat. So the Stone Ground Sierra Nevada the beer company makes some really interesting beer mustard combinations. One of the very, very best mustards I've had with brats came from them. And this is calling back to that hard enough that I really wish I had some of that. I don't remember which it was. They've got a porter, they've got an IPA, they've got a stout. All of them are really good. I like the Sierra Nevada mustard line way better than I like their beer line. This is interesting. It's smooth. There's the nasal thing. It's smooth. It's got a silkiness to it. So you got to be careful about overusing it on this. I feel like this would be really, really good on some cold roast beef sandwiches as well. I wonder if eating it with my mouth open will stop that. You get that weird sort of nasal burn, which I really find unpleasant. I'm going to try this. Don't want to be gross. I'm going to try chewing with my mouth open. See if it helps. I can't tell if it helped or not. Okay, so we got here Saverne, sauerkraut. I've had their beer one on this channel before. But this one is just the cabbage, vinegar, salt, water. So basically this, only with cabbage, instead of mustard seed. I think I like boar's head a little bit better, but this one comes in a jar. So it makes storing it and throwing it in the fridge a lot easier than those plastic pouches. And I am nothing if not a convenience whore. I will say it to the day I die. Very mild, very tame sauerkraut. So if that's kind of the thing you're after, this is a good one to get. Alright, so we're going to try to figure out a way to do this. Whereupon, let's do it this way. Okay, there we go. Sauerkraut. I don't remember where I found this. It's Lowensenf. I can't remember if I found it in a store or if I ordered it online. I mean, it's a fairly well-known German mustard. I like it. I'm enjoying I just got those hits of the allyl-isocyanate. I gotta prep for those. I gotta get used to those a little bit because they're a little bit jarring. Not to mention unpleasant. Again, that's why I don't like horseradish. But I could definitely see this being just stunning. On a roast beef sandwich. Cold cut. Cold cut. Nice, some nice deli. Nice deli roast beef. You can even go corned beef. I'm gonna need to do that. Oh, or a nice summer sausage. It's like some nice servelat sliced real thin. That'd be really good. Yeah, this is fun. I like this mustard. It is slightly simplistic. It is one note. I think I like it better with the kraut than without. Well, that might be a bit much. I think it works a champ on brats. It's almost like if what am I even doing? It's almost like if I was a dragon trying to breathe fire through my nose. It's just that weird little hit of that. It's just so bizarre. But I mean, it's gone. This one, I don't love that. I actually wish it didn't do that, but it is gone almost immediately. So I like that. Flavor of this is Very, very nice. I do really enjoy the flavor of this. This has proved to be an excellent accompaniment to brats. I'm going to try it with hot dogs and hamburgers. I mean, the usual stuff. I've got this right here is a 9.34 ounce jar. So I've got quite a bit to play with, which I will assuredly be doing over the months ahead. Because it's going to take me a while to get through this. This is, honestly, I think I like the yellow style. I mean, I'm used to it more, but I like that flavor as well. I think just a little bit better. This though is a really nice treat. I'm really glad I did this. This Lowensenf from Germany. German mustard with brats is definitely an experience I'm glad I had. No question about that. So quite delightful. And like I said, I preferred it with the sauerkraut. And I think the reason why is because I think the sauerkraut here almost acts a touch as a bit of a palate cleanser almost. This, well, it does here because this is a mild one. Kind of like pickled ginger does at the sushi table. I think that is kind of how it's working here a little bit, but tremendous. I mean, this was excellent, and I'm glad I did this. Certainly, this is not anywhere near as hot as a lot of the other mustards in that playlist. It's not hot in that respect. It is definitely somewhat pungent, though, and you do get a little bit of the nostril flare thing. You know, the sort of, it almost feels like a wave of heat to blow out your sinuses a little bit. Because I've never really enjoyed that, but here it's very flashy. It doesn't last very long. And it can be mitigated a little bit if you have the sauerkraut along with the brat as well. Chewing with the mouth open, I don't know if it really helped one or the other, but yeah, very, very enjoyable. Definitely, if you like brats a lot and you want to try to have a more Germanic sort of aspect to your brats, this Lowensenf Extra Hot is definitely a solid one to pick up. Also, if you like Dijon mustards, this is a really interesting spin on that whole style. So there's no white wine or anything like that in it, but it is a lot less complex than that, but it does have a nice, I wouldn't say butteriness, but a nice creaminess to it that a lot of the other ones don't have. So well worth a go for sure. But anyway, there it is, the Lowensenf Extra Hot Mustard. Now go forth in peace to serve the flame.